Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa?
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Now Jones. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
He finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's a toss right side for Breida. Room to run inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. As he moved him over. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now it's Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back at the 7.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14, Saints 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. What's good on the extra point? We've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth 1st half.
To kick off for New Orleans.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in.
For Washington.
Fake here, direct snap to the opening. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
The 24-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Man, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown. Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll toss it to Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his left. It's a foul. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete. He's at the 30, the Washington. Freddie Swain, 91 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete and Moss out of the backfield. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you...
Well, they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up. First and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Saints add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college.
That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to Swain. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
52 and 56. 52 and 56. Regular.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
47-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, Fitzpatrick. He sets the fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Washington on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Saints 49, Washington 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now pass complete here to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 8.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 23-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Washington.
They run with Breida. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 2-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they take a knee. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the return is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. On first down, here's Breeden. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Today's final score, Saints 52, Washington 34.